everybody, my name is Sammy and today I'm going to be doing a video on basic kicks that you should know if you're a beginner in sparring. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. In this channel, we do a lot of Taekwondo tutorials, tips, and videos to help you improve in Taekwondo. And if you guys like this video and want to request a different tutorial, make sure that you check out my Patreon page. When you guys become a Patreon, you get to request your own video tutorial that I will do next. And for now, let's go ahead and get started with this video. So if you are new to sparring, the first kick that you should know how to do really well, obviously, is a roundhouse kick. Okay, so as you can see, there's a few different variations that you can do with the roundhouse kick. You can kick and then stay in, you can kick and then move right back out. You can switch and then kick, you can slide in and kick. There's a lot of different ways, but essentially you just need to know how to throw a good roundhouse kick. The next kick that you should know how to do is a cut kick. If you don't know what a cut kick is, it is essentially just a front leg side kick, and I will go ahead and show you what this looks like. Okay, so some things to remember about cut kick. You're just gonna bring your front leg up, straight up like this, bring your knee up, and then you're just gonna extend it out to do a side kick like that. Make sure that while you're doing it, your hands are staying where you want them to be. You don't wanna be kicking and opening them up because that's how you're gonna get scored on. You want them up, ready to cover. Now there are a lot of different ways to do a cut kick, but personally my favorite way is to just lift that front leg straight up. No need to slide into it or anything, just lift it up and move forward to do your cut kick. You're gonna be seeing a lot of cut kicks and sparring matches nowadays, so make sure that you know how to use them. And in a later video, hopefully we'll talk about how to defend against a cut kick. But they're great so that you can get distance, so that you can move your opponent back, keep them in control. Cut kicks are overall just a simple basic kick that you need to know for a sparring match. The next kick that we're gonna talk about are axe kicks. Axe kicks are awesome. I've done a whole video on axe kicks for sparring. So if you guys wanna look at that, make sure that you check it out on my channel. But an axe kick is awesome. Basically, it just looks like this. Okay, the next kick that I want to go over is a back kick. Scoring a back kick can now get you up to 4 points. So this can make a huge difference. If you are down or if you're getting ahead in points, it can make a big difference in a sparring match. So you have to know how to do a good back kick. So a couple things about back kicks. Make sure that you keep your knee in tight. You don't want your knee coming all the way around like this. Some people have an easier time not looking at their target while they're back kicking and just looking the opposite way because it helps them keep their hips straighter. Personally, I always like to look at my target, so I peek over my shoulder like this and look at my opponent. Also for a back kick, make sure you do a full extension. Don't just bring your knee in and keep it tucked. Extend your leg out all the way so that you can use the maximum power. And even if you don't score, it's still gonna hurt your opponent if it's a strong back kick. Okay, and the last kick that I want to talk about is a patachagi, which is essentially a roundhouse kick in a defense form, but I feel like this kick is super important. It's going to be super helpful for you to do when you are countering a kick while you're sparring, so make sure that you know how to do this kick. It is the last of the basic kicks. Okay, so as you can see, I did it in 2 different ways. The first one was just jumping back and throwing the roundhouse kick at the same time. And the second way was actually sliding back out of the way and then doing the roundhouse kick. This is super useful because as your opponent is attacking, you can find a way to counter, especially if they're leaving their hands wide open. You can sneak that kick right into the body and score your 2 points. So those are the basic kicks that I think everyone should know when they are starting out sparring. Of course, there's a million variations and a dozen other kicks that we can learn and put into our sparring, but those are the ones that you should definitely know to start off with. If you guys want to see like a more intermediate or advanced version of this video, make sure that you leave it in the comments below. And don't forget, if you want to request your very own video tutorial, make sure that you join my Patreon. There's all kinds of cool things that you guys can get from there. Some of the cool incentives of becoming a patron is I make a weekly vlog just giving you life updates. You can request tutorials. Whenever I go overseas for a competition, I will personally write you a postcard, or I'll even do a personal video analysis of whatever it is that you want to see. If you want me to check out one of your fights and just give you some feedback on it, or if you're trying to perfect a new kick, then I will give you some tips on how to make it better. So check out my Patreon page and that's it for this video. I will see you guys all next time. Make sure that you train hard, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye!